Hello, this is Brennan Michael DeCandio, doing my first video here for AJMTG.com. And decided to join an 8-4, doing a Return to Ravnica draft. 3 people in the queue right now, but I'd like to go ahead and give you a little lowdown as to who I am. Been playing Magic since forever. I don't know, I was 10. I'm 22 now. And been doing well competitively. Been to a couple, been to a Pro Tour, been to the finals of several PTQs. Regularly winning, you know, it's not that hard. Just gotta think about it and do it. But yeah, decided to do some draft videos. There we go, filling up quickly. Here we go. Alright, draft preferences in this format. I'll go with anything. I've drafted every single archetype, every single color combination, and except for Boros. I haven't tried the Boros deck I've heard rumors of. But right now we're looking at a pretty weak pack. There's really one card I'd consider, and it's Wayfaring Temple, which I've never actually been able to play with, which is cool. None of these cards are actually good at all. I would hope to wheel maybe Golgari Guildgate, or whatever this Pegasus thing. Maybe the Armory Guard, but it's not really good. Fencing Ace kind of sucks. Nothing else in this pack's really good, so we're just going to take the rare, which is probably the best 2 colors, Selesnya. As far as power level goes, it's the best, but I like Selesnya splashing blue, just for some card advantage from Azorius, typically. But I mean, I actually have a preference to just be 2 colors, but we'll see how that goes. And it usually doesn't go very well when I take Gatekeeper Vines and stuff like that, but this pack's pretty sweet. If I didn't have a green-white card already, I think the pick would be Argus Spree. Just being a removal spell. It's very underrated, even in block constructed, if anyone's playing it and playing that format. I did for a little while, but I got bored. There's cards that are decent: Throwkill Assassin, Void Wielder, Augur Spree, Gatekeeper Vine, Silver Songbirds, and Lava Crew. I'm a big fan of Gatekeeper Vine, just because I do like splashing a lot, and I do like mana. So if you ever played with me in any format really imaginable, one of the signature cards of mine that I will always play is Borderland Ranger or Civic Wayfinder, the 3 mana 2/2 that gets a land, or I've played Sylvan Ranger, which is the 2 mana 1/1 which gets a land. Very similar to Gatekeeper Vine. My only PTQ I've won is Sylvan Rangers. But between that and Silver Songbird, I'm gonna take the Gatekeeper Vine. I just like it, leaves me open a bit more, and I'm willing to sacrifice some of the power that I would have had if I'd taken the Augur Spree there. Here it's pretty much the same 3 cards I'm looking at: Gatekeeper Vine, Silver Songbirds, and Void Builder. There's also Brush Strider, which I don't really like, so take another Vine. I'm a big fan of getting flexibility down quickly, and I'm not opposed to being 5 colors, so yep. Makes cards like Launch Party more attractive too, as well as this thing just better, since it doubles as basically a land and a creature. This pack's pretty weak. The only playable card I would really, they're all playable obviously. There's the Rakdos Guildgate, which we don't really want. We want the either Selesnya or Golgari one from this standpoint right here. There's Dagger Drone, Imp, Launch Party, Gutter Snipe. I don't really like this card as far as playability wise is, and Avenging Area is not my fancy. I'm gonna take the Launch Party here. It combos well with the Vines, just being fodder, and it's an okay splash. None of the cards in green or white really are holding my attention at the moment. Alright, okay, we got some actually really good cards in this pack. There's 3 cards I'm looking at which are playable to, they're pretty good. Nightly Valor, Slum Reaper, and Centaur's Herald. Slum Reaper is not typically even close to Nightly Valor or Centaur's Herald, but since we have 2 Gatekeeper Vines, it's a little more attractive. I did not give this card enough credit at all when the set first came out, but it's actually really good. That being said, I think Centaur's Herald is the best token maker. That's at common at least. And I'm going to go with that just to start the populate mechanics. I think that's what we're going to end up. We're going to be like a Selesnya base, possibly splashing black for removal card advantage deck. So Herald it is. And here we have, ooh wow, Splatter Thug and Frostborn Weird. That's pretty exciting as far as red cards go, but we're just going to ignore that for now. Take the Selesnya Gate, hopefully pass a good signal. One sec. Alright, here we have, not very good options. Maybe we should have taken one of those red cards just to hedge. Sundering Growth and Horncaller's Chant, I don't like either of them really. Dispel is pretty annoying, especially against something like Launch Party. I'll take the Horncaller's Chant just because I'm more likely to play it than anything else, especially if we pick up some Axebane Guardians, seeing as we have 2 defenders already. I'm not really liking where this is going. This pack kind of is a bad signal for us, but oh well. Alright, so we have Archweaver, Inspiration. I'm definitely taking the Void Wielder here. Void Wielder is extremely, extremely good. I don't know why it's going this late. I was thinking about taking the earlier ones. I mean, and despite the fact that it's another color, I have 2 Gatekeeper Vines so far, and I'm not really too worried about it just yet. Nothing came back. Alright, the Pegasus I guess we'll take. Although I don't really have any white cards. I have this thing. Could be Golgari, could be, I guess, Dimir and Simic are in the next Gate Crash, which eventually will come out. But yeah, I guess the Pegasus is fine. Giant Growth, nice little trick there. Rakdos Shred Freak is definitely good, and I'm going to pass it though. I'm going to take something I don't really want to play against, like a Dispel. I think Doorkeeper is pretty good with Gatekeeper Vines. It's like the one defender besides Axebane Guardian you actually want to have in play to make Doorkeeper good. Like having Lobber Crew is kind of a nombo with Doorkeeper just because they do different things. They're attacking your opponent on different angles. But that's fine. Might just end up hiding this Launch Party here and be playing Bant colors. And sure, it's a 2/2. And it's unplayable. And it's a mountain. Lovely. Alright, so, okay, pack 1. We opened pretty well with Wayfaring Temple, a couple of Vines, and the Tapland, and Centaur's Herald. Doorkeeper is somewhat of a sub-theme plan. I'll keep that in mind, it's actually pretty legitimate, I think. But we'll see. We have a bunch of random cards. Tesla Troll, Frostborn Weird, Tasani Judgment. Centaur's Herald is definitely pretty highly up there, but I can't ignore it. 4 mana 5/5 with an upside. So, Juice and Gin it is. It's not really that difficult of a pick. But yeah, I could easily see myself hiding this Pegasus, splash the Wayfaring Temple, and also splash the Launch Party if I get like a Golgari Gate, and just be blue-green, splashing white, splashing black. I love splashing in this format. Splashing's my favorite thing to do in Magic, because you feel like you just get there sometimes. Alright, so this pack we have Courser's Accord, which is fine, and we have also Selesnya's Charm, which is better, in my opinion. Being able to exile a creature like Dead British Goliath is pretty sweet, and Courser's Accord's a common. I think we would pick up more of them as the packs come. Golgari Go-Gate's also something to notice. I mean, this pack's okay. Selesnya's Charm is definitely the highlight right now, and it's what we'll be taking. This pack is mediocre. This card's not nearly as good as I thought it was when it first came out. I thought it was like a Windmill Slam first pick, but it's just fine. It's not great. I'm looking at Hussar Patrol, Golgari Keyrune, Common Mond. I'm not really looking at this guy right now. Golgari Keyrune is more if you're going to splash black, but it's also just good in general. I like this one the best, this Keyrune, this one and the Rakdos one, because they are guaranteed to trade almost every time. Like the Rakdos one, nothing can get through it very easily, and this one will always trade, even if they have something giant, you know. It's either that or like, I mean, it's not like we're picking between hairs right now. They're not great for us, but they're okay. I'm gonna take the Golgari Keyrune, just gives us some more mana fixing in case something like Abrupt Decay comes along. Well, not really like the premier level removal spell like Launch Party might be better at this point, just because it can kill bigger things, but Abrupt Decay is very good and warrants our Golgari Keyrune and Splash Black. Ooh, Slime Molding. Alright, definitely what we're looking for, especially with Wayfaring Temple. Rootborn Defenses, Towering Indrik, Tessel Troll, Sunspire Griffin are all acceptable as well, but Slime Molding's definitely what we're looking for. Alright, Golgari, ooh, never mind. I said Golgari Go-Gate, but there's an Axebane Guardian. Definitely a higher priority than a Go-Gate right now. Yeah. Sweetness. Alright, another Golgari Keyrune. I don't really like cross the monitor that real much, and the blue cards keep coming. I think we're gonna pass on that. Hiding this cross down courier. Maybe splash the Void Welder, we'll see. But definitely liking the Golgari cards we're getting right now. I thought this card was really good when the set first came out, just because it never goes away, but the 2/2 body isn't really relevant. So, that being said, we're taking a Selesny Guildgate. And nothing really exciting in this pack. See our Tower Drake and Armory Guard. I guess Armory Guard's fine, yeah. Cancel, Selesny Sentry, Racketeer. Does I hate draft? No, let's take the Sentry. It's a fine creature. Wish I'd take something else because we have another one. I mean, I don't think I'll play two, but I'd rather take it than not. I don't want to get skull rended. Ooh, wow, look at this. Towering and Drake of Rootborn Defenses. It's actually really tough. I'm gonna take the Rootborn Defenses. Yeah, it's just really too good. I'm definitely gonna be looking for more token makers too, so, I mean, that goes along with it. Alright, not playing the Pegasus, not playing this Doorkeeper. Let's open like a Jace right here or something. I might be able to splash Nim Visit. We'll see, we'll see. Definitely wouldn't mind Vraska, that'd be awesome. We'll see about this Void Welder and the Horncarler Chant. But Tostani is definitely where it's at. Even in a 3-color deck, Tostani is the nuts. Yeah, hiding this Void Welder, hiding this Horncarler Chant for right now. Tostani is near unbeatable, and it's especially good in populate decks. So, yeah, not much else to say here. Gatekeeper Vine, Selesny Songbird, Void Welder would all be good on the wheel. But we'll take the Tostani and be very happy. Wow, that's a lot like Rakdos. Augur Spree or Exmani Guildmage. Definitely the two best Rakdos cards. And Annihilating Fire, wow. There's Azorius Guildgate, which we wouldn't mind having if we really wanted to play that Void Welder, but there's also Eyes in the Skies, which is perfect for our populate sub-theme we have so far. Let's see, we have Centaur's Herald. Oh, hold on. This pack's pretty weak. Let's go take the Tostani's Judgment. I mean, we have Tostani, so we need her Judgment to, you know, be certain that this was the right pick. But, and honestly, nothing else in this pack really stands out. I don't like Sunspower Griffin that much. It's the best stab wound target in the set, and it kind of sucks when I get stab wounded, and this is a good removal spell, so. Alright, this is an ugly pack. Rakdos Guildgate, not really what I'm looking for. Swift Justice is fine, but I don't really feel like I want combat tricks in this deck. This is much more a power deck than it is a tricky deck, meaning all my cards are individually good and they don't need tricks to get through, because I don't think I'll be coming out of the gates very quickly. But, I mean, it just doesn't feel like it belongs. Like, Giant Growth doesn't really feel like it belongs either, but I think I have to just take Swift Justice because I need playables, and none of these cards in this pack are really good. Doorkeeper, I mean, yeah, I could be playing blue, but black is so much easier for splash with double Golgari Key Rune, and Launch Party is comparable to Void Welder. Alright, Dramatic Rescue, not so much. Towering and Drake's perfect. More flying defense is what we need, really. And so much so that I'll take another one over the Guildgate, Common Bond, his Heart Patrol. I don't really... I mean, Common Bond's fine, but it's half travel preparations if you think back to that, but... It's fine. I need playables though. I know I'm gonna make an impact on the board. Alright, Vassal's Soul, it's fine, I guess. Drew's Deliverance isn't really what I'm looking for. Inspiration, Skywatch, not really. Let's take the Vassal's Soul. I don't really want to play these Sentries, but I will if I have to. We have 1, 2, 3 ways, 4 ways to put tokens to play. So our populate isn't really too strong. We really want another Centaur's Herald, but I don't think we're going to get it in this last 2 picks, or this last pack, and then another pick we get on the wheel. I don't think this will be relevant. Just take away a Tower Drake from someone. Hide that. Alright, I'll take an Imaging Arrow just in case we run into like Nim Visit or something where I can't really deal with it. All I need is 1 token and we got populate out the wazoo. That's right, I said wazoo. What you can do about it? We have an Abrupt Decay, Launch Party, Tostani. Yeah, this deck's looking pretty good. Double Golgari Key Rune means we're not going to be able to overwhelm. We're not going to get overwhelmed by anything along with the Towering Hendrix and Dreadbridge Goliath. Quite a few rares in this draft. Sure, and let's add to that pile of rares Slaughter Games. Can't have our Gatekeeper Vines getting Slaughter Games. What kind of deck would that be? Alright, Psychic Spiral is being hate drafted. I don't want to see the deck that Psychic Spiral is good in, because I'm pretty sure I would not be very good against them with my Gatekeeper Vines, Avenging Arrows, and all that crap. Alright, this draft, I mean, I'll rate this draft right now on a scale of like 1 to 10. I'd give it a 7. Maybe 7.5 because of Tostani. Like, it's not spectacular, but it's fine. What's this do? Sure, rare drafting. It's not spectacular. We would really like, say, another Centaur Herald, which we had to take some, I mean, arguably just as good cards over it. Or we'd also want Called Conclave, the 2-mana make a 3/3 thing. If we had the one more of this guy and that card, and I think this deck would be 8.5. But I'm okay with where we're at. It's nothing terrible. Play one of those. Alright, what do we got here? I don't really like this white guy in our deck. I think I'd rather have like a Pegasus and Sentry. I just don't like the white. I guess we have 2 Guild Gates for free manas. Look at color real quick. A lot of green. Fair amount of white. We can play 2 black cards. This is white. I'm just looking overall like what stuff costs. Like we have 1 double white card, 2 double white cards, 1 double green, 2 black cards. I guess technically these are black because they need black for activation, so I'm not going to skimp on the black just because I have these. I guess that just means I'll play 2 or 3 swamps. 3 to be safe. 3 swamps, 2 key runes, and 2 vines means 7 sources, which means I always have it, but means I only have 3 if I need to cast Tostani, and I need like specific color requirements. Plus the 2 Guild Gates kind of make up for the lack of the extra spot that's taking. I guess I'll just play this guy over the Vast Assault. We'll bring it in if we need to, but I don't really like the double white in that casting cost. Let's see what Moto suggests. 2 swamps, 9 forests, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1. Alright, this looks pretty good. We could have gone different directions. We could have gotten, like, I think, 1, maybe 2 more Doorkeepers, another Void Wielder, some other random blue cards, I think. But I'm pretty happy with where we ended up. I think this can 3-0 this draft pretty well. It's not spectacular, but it's not horrible, and it's just solid. You know, like I said, we really want 1 more token making card for this deck to be good, but we will deal with what we got for right now, or maybe a Knightly Valor. That would have been good too, but we took the Herald over it, which I think is better right now. But yeah, that's it for the draft portion here, guys, and I'll be back for round 1 shortly.